huddled up, TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug introducing my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Yeah, so that style not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest. Boss.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Stand pain is the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Shot through the lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck, couple in the truck and they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner and nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo Baggins, y'all coming up short. Take a recess, just a heat check. Yeah, shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years, the vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life in the source. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been taking the dash on wood. Send payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bossy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just know my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Second down, McKinnon. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Fortson. He's got it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here again is McKinnon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
18 Ramblers, 18 Ramblers. Trap 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Left side here to Sanders. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
70 Ranger.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Buying time to his left. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now a give. This is McKinnon. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, hey, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
First down, Kansas City.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Handoff, it's McKinnon. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 51 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, McKinnon again. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's McKinnon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. 3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Another run with Sanders. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Smith will come in motion right. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, smash. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Max 50, Max 50. We go. Max 50, Max 50, Max 50. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hurt.
Max 50, Max 50. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Mike 50, Mike 50. Go. Hey, no, look, hey, we got Mike 50, Mike 50, yo. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Cup 19. Cup 19.
I'm here all day. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, I'm coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at about the 32.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Second half will start with a run by Sanders. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Sanders. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging, because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach, because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. McKinnon. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Quez Watkins, 58 yards. And the Eagles are back within a score.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to work. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
Check 26, check 26. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And they run the option on 2nd down.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper. Well, that little John helps, able to pick up the first, get out of bounds as well.
And he has to put a little bit of risk reward here at this time because they need these first downs. But you know the risk is if they catch him inbounds and tackle him, the clock continues to run and grinds things for him. So he's able to get it done, get out of bounds, and conserve a little bit of time as they try and get the ball downfield.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
18 Cardinal. Rig alert.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Boston Scott, his first carry. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run with Sanders, and he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the face mask moves them closer, and now 1st and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mahomes to throw it. Rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Mahomes. He finds McKinnon complete and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Here's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. One final try for Mahomes. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.